Good morning, students. Once again, you are most welcome in our algebra class. In the last video, practice set number 4.2, question number 4 we did. We learned how we have to solve the questions of the word problem based on the ratios. How we have to find out the things given, how we have to implement that things and find out the answers. Today we are going to do the sum number 5, 6 and 7. If we have that kind of the sums, how we are going to solve it? Like ratio of A is to B and C is to D is given, and the value of that ratios we have. So how we are going to implement that value? Let's see. If A is to B is given 3 is to 1 and B is to C is given 5 is to 1, then find the value A cube upon 15B square C and whole cube. Let's start it. What we have to do, the things first we have, A is to B is equal to 3 is to 1. That means A upon B is equal to 3 upon 1. Do the cross multiplication. A is equal to 3B. That is the 1. Equation number 1. Substitute it. 1 into A become A, B into 3, 3B. This we got. Second we have B is to C is equal to 5 is to 1. Therefore we can write B upon C is equal to 5 upon 1. So therefore B is equal to 5C. That is the equation number 2. 1 into B will become B, C into 5 become 5C. So now what we have to do according to these two, as because A is equal to 3B, we have in the A, therefore A is equal to 3 into, at the place of B we can substitute 5C. So therefore A is equal to 15C. We got this value, that is the third one. How we can do? As because of 1 and 2. Due to 1 and 2, we should write the place of, at the place of B 5C. We got the one more value of A, that is 15C. Now what we have the sum, just write it first. A cube upon 15B square C and whole cube. What we have to do, at the place of A, just write it. What we got? 15C. 15C cube upon 15 into, at the place of B we should write 5C square into C and whole cube of the whole what we have. We are written in that way. Now in the next step, what we are going to do? What will be the next step after substituting the value? Can we write this like 15 into 15 into 15 into C cube? Cube of 15 is given, we are written 3 times. Can we write 15 into 5 into 5 into C square into C? This C square into C and put the cube. So if you are able to see, here we can do the cancellation of this. C cube, C square and C will become cancelled, and 1 15 cancel with another 15. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. In the next line we can say what will remain in the numerator? 3 into 3, and what will remain in the denominator? Nothing. And we have the cube. 3 3s are 9 and we are getting the cube of 9. So what is the cube of 9? That is 729. Yes, we got the value. So as I said, we have to conclude with our answer. Therefore the value of what? A cube upon 15B square C cube is equal to 729. This way we have to complete our answer by writing this statement. I think you all got it. Once again, we have a cube upon 15b square c and whole cube. At the place of a, we have finded the 15c. We substituted the 15c and cube. 15 we already have. At the place of b, we have written 5c square and c already we have in the question. Just elaborate it. Can we write 15 into 15 into 15, 3 times of the cube as c cube. Denominator 15 into square of 5, 2 times we have written 5. And here we got c square and c, that is c cube. This will become cancel. 15 cancel with 15. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. What will remains in that? 3 into 3. Denominator nothing is there, so we don't need to write. Cube is there. 3 3s are 9. Cube of 9 729. And at the last we conclude with the answer. The value of a cube upon 15b square c whole cube is equal to 729. Now move for the second sub question of the fifth one. Second is given a square upon 7bc. Let's start. What we have to do? We are substituting the value of a, b and c. So as because we have a square upon 7bc, at the place of a we should write 15c. We already find it in the equation number 3. Square 7 into, at the place of b, 5 into c into c. In the next line, can we write 15 into 15 into c square in the denominator? 7 into 5, c into c will become c square. Yes, till here everyone got it? C square will become cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15. What will remain? 15 into 3 in the numerator and 7 in the denominator. Therefore 15 3s are 45 upon 7. What is that? That is actually the answer. So how we are going to write the answer? We should write the value of a square upon 7bc is equal to 45 upon 7. This way we should conclude our answers. Got it? If we have any of the sums, so this way first we have to find out the value of a and b by using the given ratio. Like here we have found the value of a, value of b. In the value of a we have the b, so again we substituted the value of b in the equation 1. So we got the new value of a, that is 15c. And now by using this second and third equation, the value of a as well as b, we solve the given sums like we did the sub question 1 and 2. Now move for the main question number 6. What is that? Given sums. If in the root 0.04 into 0.4 into a is equal to 0.4 into 0.04 into root b, then find the ratio of a upon b. The sum is very easy. Don't go on the description of the sum. That looks like the difficult, but the sum is very easy. Just write it first. What we have? We have in the root 0.04 into 0.4 into a is equal to 0.4 into 0.04 into root b. That we have. So if I am talking about this, can we write this like 0.04 into 0.4 into root a is equal to 0.4 into 0.04 into root b? Yes? Yes. As because whenever we are finding any of the thing, that thing should be in our mind. So we need to find out a upon b. So keep that a and b one side. So can we write root a upon root b? How it root becomes? This becomes comes in the first side of the is equal to will become the denominator, and here we have 0.4 into 0.04 upon this root will become over here denominator 0.04 into 0.4. Now square both the side. Both the side. We are squaring both the side. So what will become? So here we are getting a upon b. How we got a upon b? As because whenever we are having any of the numbers, so in the root, whenever we are squaring, the root will become cancelled. And here 0.4 into 0.04 square, this way we can write, and in the denominator also 0.04 into 0.4, root will become cancelled. So therefore a upon b is equal to, can we write 0.4 into 0.04 into 0.4 into 0.04? This way can we write? Yes, and in the denominator we have 0.04 into 0.4. This 0.4 will become cancelled with 0.4 we have in the numerator. 0.04 will become cancelled with this. So therefore a upon b is equal to 0.4 into 0.04. Denominator we don't have anything. So what we have to do, we want to remove this decimal. So can we write, therefore a upon b is equal to 0.4 upon 1 is there, multiply with the 10 into 0.04 upon 1 multiply with the 100, as because we want to remove that decimal point. Therefore a upon b is equal to 4 upon 10 into what? 4 upon 100. Is it 0.4 into 10 will become 4 and 0.04 will become 4 and upon 100. 4 ones are 4, 4 25s are 100, 2 twos are 4, 2 fives are 10. This way we can do the cancellation. So what will become the answer? So therefore a upon b is equal to 2 ones are 2, 25 fives are 125. So this way we are finding the value of a upon b, 2 upon 25. So therefore we should write the answer, the ratio of a upon b is equal to 2 upon 125. This way we have to conclude the given sum. The sums are looking very difficult, but nothing is there. We bifurcated that with the root a and took root a upon root b one side and the another things one side, squared both the side, we got the value of a upon b and solved that, we got the ratio of a upon b, that is 2 upon 125. So this way we have to do the sum. Now move for the next sum, the seventh one that is given. Let's see how we are going to solve that sum. If x plus 3 is to x plus 11 is equal to x minus 2 is to x plus 1. So how then find the value of x? Sum is very easy. Let's start. There is nothing to think, just the given condition is there, x plus 3 upon x plus 11 is equal to x minus 2 upon x plus 1. That is the given condition. We are going to do the cross multiplication of these brackets. X plus 3 multiplied with the x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 multiplied with the x plus 11. Whenever we are multiplying these kind of the two brackets, both the elements should be multiplied with the second bracket. So we can write x from here and x plus 1. Again plus 3, again x plus 1 is equal to x plus 11 minus 2 x plus 11. I think once again we took the ones, x from here multiply with the whole bracket and again this 3 multiply with the whole bracket with the both. X multiply with the whole bracket and minus 2 multiply with the whole bracket. We are written that. Now we are going to do the multiplication of this. X into x will become x square plus x plus 3 into x 3x plus 3 is equal to x into x square plus 11x minus 2 into x minus 2x plus into minus will become minus 11 to the 22. Now you can see Here we have 2x and here 2x. Let's solve it. X square, x plus 3x plus 4x plus 3 is equal to x square 11x minus 2x plus 9x minus 22. Now if we have the same number, same digit, both the sides of the is equal to, that will become cancel. X square and x square will become cancel. So what will remain? 4x plus 3 is equal to 9x minus 22. Take this 9x this side, 4x minus 9x is equal to minus 22 we already have. This 3 also become minus. 1 plus and 1 minus, we have to definitely do the subtraction, but take the sign of bigger one. So that will become minus 5x is equal to minus 25. Both are minus, add the numbers and put the sign of minus. So therefore x is equal to minus 25 upon minus 5. Minus minus will become cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. So x is equal to 5. So therefore we can write the answer. What is that? The value of x is equal to 5. This way we have to conclude our answers. So in today's video we learn, if we have the ratio like a is to b is given, c is to c, or d is given, so applying that, by that we have to find out the value of a as well as b, and implementation of that will going to help us to find out the value of given sums. And the same thing if we have the bracket, 4 bracket, ratio of the brackets is given. So how we are going to do the cross multiplication of the bracket, and we'll find out the answers. For your homework, these all sums will have to complete in your notebook and try to get it. If still you have any kind of a doubt in any of the sums, you should be asked in your group. I will going to clarify their doubts. The next problem set, the next practice set, we will continue in the next video. Thank you so much.